This is Chris, my AI COO. It runs the boring part of my company. And about an hour into testing it, I tell it to read my email, fully expecting to watch it smack into a wall. And it reads my email. Right, let me back up. So, about a week ago, this screen already looks like this: subscribers, leads, outreach, all in one place. Looks like Iron Man, right? It's just decoration. Watch, I click the button and it copies a command into my clipboard. Then I open a terminal and I paste it myself, like a man being bossed around by his own dashboard. File to chat to terminal and back again. I'm not running the system, I am just a message bus. The boring work should start without me. The decisions should still stop with me. So here I am telling Claude Code what I want: a bridge, a little server that sits between the screen and a locked down AI runner on my machine and nowhere else. It gets five things it's allowed to do: morning briefing, pulse check, pipeline, daily checklist, financials. That's the menu. And here's the bit I actually care about: the server holds the list, the server decides. The screen can't invent a new command. Okay, one click, and it's off. It's reading the same files I would normally sit here and open by hand, one after another. And I'm not feeding it anything. No prompt, no copy paste. And there's the file. That run just made that. That's the bit where it stops being a picture of my business and starts being something that does work inside it. Right, now my email. The second it can do things, the only question worth asking is what it can't do. So I go and try to break my own system. My first security test fails, and I want to be upfront about it. I've blocked the obvious Gmail connector, but the runner inherits another Google root of my own machine. And it gets through. It reads an actual email. And look, that's an uncomfortable thing to leave in a video, but it's the most valuable thing in this build. A prompt is not a permission. So here I'm rebuilding the room it runs in. Nothing inherited from my machine, no setting, no skills, no connectors. Its credentials, its tools, its routes to Google, cut off at the source. Not asked nicely, gone. And now I ask it again. Same instruction, go read my email. If this works, my security model is wrong and this video doesn't go out. Denied. And not because it's being polite, because the connector, the credentials, the direct routes to Google, none of them are in its room anymore. Now, I want to be precise here. This runner is not sat in a box with no internet. It's still got the web search because the morning briefing has to go and actually read the news. What it can't reach is my email, my Google credentials, and Google directly. That's the boundary. That's what I tested. Oh, damn it. I've just hit my session limit in the middle of this recording. And it resets in about hour and a half.
A few moments later.
So what I thought was, instead of waiting for hour and a half, might as well use Hermes. I have Hermes, I have GPT 5.6 Soul there, which is really, really powerful. It has all my files, which Claude Code Fable has it. So it should be just as good. Halfway through the building, Claude hits its usage limit and stops. So there's a backup. A second model, Codex, that picks the work up. A backup brain is only as good as its boundaries. So this one gets a different room, stricter. It can work inside the project folder and its network is switched off completely. Blocked. That's exactly the result I want. Two AIs, two different rooms, two different sets of walls. Not the same walls, both tested. And then there's this. The part I don't want the AI touching at all. These are decisions. It surfaces it, it explains it, then it stops and waits. I can see what it is and exactly what happens if I act on it. One click, my name, the time. It writes a line in a file. That's it. It doesn't send email. It doesn't publish anything. It doesn't spend money. It doesn't touch an account. The AI gets the decision to my desk, which brings me to what this thing deliberately can't do. It can't send from the screen, can't post, can't spend. No remote access, no team logins. And I want this useful before I make it autonomous. Last piece. I don't want another dashboard that goes stale the second I close the tab. So macOS rebuilds the snapshot every half hour on its own while the Mac's awake and I'm logged in. I close it, walk off, come back, and the numbers have moved without me. Some of the strategic labels I still write by hand. The operating data doesn't need me anymore. So this is my morning now. One screen with the numbers and the files I actually care about. One click and the work starts. And anything that needs a human sits right here and waits for me. I didn't hand code this line by line. I said what I wanted, I tested it, I broke it, I went looking for the hole, found a real one, and fixed it. Then I checked the work. The boring stuff starts here, the decisions wait for me. That's the job I wanted it to do. And if you want to see where I take Chris next, subscribe.